EctoMaster.
Are you acquainted with the big, ugly, half-machine Dark Lord? He had a message for you.
Damn Scotia. What business has he going behind my back, speaking to my apprentice? Trying to intimidate you, no doubt. Wretched monster. More machine than man and dangerously powerful. Ever since I arrived on Drummond Cass as an apprentice, he's made every effort to stand in my way.
Ustaiknians an parana, rahitis ni aino.
Ultimately, we cannot even begin the search for Tulakhod's ancient power with Scotia's rattling breath on our necks.
We should kill him.
Somebody should stop him from breathing, then.
Yes, and that somebody is you. You are going to kill Scotia for me.
No problem.
Finally, a challenge worthy of me.
Good. That is precisely the attitude you'll need. I cannot be tied to Scotia's murder. Brazen power plays make the Dark Council nervous. But nobody will believe that a mere apprentice could defeat Scotia. It's impossible, and that's why it will work.
My pleasure.
The impossible's my speciality.
So it seems. I've begun to piece together the puzzle for Darth Scotia's destruction, but some elements have yet to fall into place. Out in the jungle, a group of slaves has recently revolted. They were working on a colossal statue that has since gone unfinished. I believe Scotia is hiding something of great importance near this statue. Get the archaeological plans to the area from one of the slaves, and contact me by holocommunicator.
In bizo ze waitai spira presincretai. In bize e wanata atragata intais.
Interesting. Kim does not like her very much. Did I get anything cool? Did I get put on my belt? Yes. Okay. Kim is not impressed with her at all.
Nandin quipans.
Okay, dude. I saw you had a quest when I flew over.
Finally, someone who can keep their head in a crisis. Rebel slaves hit my team in the jungle. They stole weapons, supplies. As if that wasn't bad enough, the idiots ransacked our spires for parts. Without those components, we've got a lightning spire building up dangerous energy levels. It'll crater half of Car City if it blows.
What's a lightning spire?
They power Car City, converting lightning blasts into energy. Handy tech you'd never suspect could be the end of us. Most of my men ran off. Some tried to reclaim the spire parts, but the rebels cut them down. I came back here for reinforcements. We need to recover the components the rebels stole and get that lightning spire back online before it goes critical.
I usually try to
Sounds
avoid
like
that.
suicide to me.
I'd be long gone if I thought we didn't have a chance. At least give it a shot. The rebels are camped along the river. Blast them down, pry the stolen components from their hands, and then reinstall them at the spire. If the river runs red with rebel blood, I'll throw in something extra.
How generous.
Faiwa gamarain.
Hey, creepy, scary guy. Lord Drowl. How's it going?
Exactly as reported. A Degree 6 revolt, population equivalent to the Duros uprising on Zilior. Subjects occupy a moderate radius of jungle. Good. Good. Welcome, apprentice. Your timing couldn't be better. I am Lord Drowl. When the Empire encounters resistance on its conquered worlds, they call me. I'm here to end the slave uprising on Drummond Cass.
Looks like fun.
You enjoy your job, don't you?
Dominating lesser beings and squashing their will to resist? Of course I enjoy it. I think you will too. The situation is this. A Sith Lord was constructing a colossal statue of himself in the jungle. His slaves revolted and armed themselves. The Colossus remains unfinished, and well-armed slaves now control the jungle. An embarrassment for the Empire, but an opportunity for me.
To kill slaves, you mean?
Sounds like the perfect opportunity to thin the slave population.
Slave deaths will be a byproduct of my plan, but not the focus. I'm testing a toxic weapon, a poison called Quell. Its victims experience a prolonged state of agonizing pain before finally dying. The victims' allies are so horrified by Quell's effects they lose their wills to resist. At least that's what I intend to prove.
Disgusting.
What a horrible thing.
Yep.
That's one of the things I love best about it. I need someone to introduce a controlled amount of Quell into the slave's water supply, so that I can determine the proper dosage. The work is dangerous, there will be armed slaves everywhere, but your success will be well rewarded. What do you say?
It will be a pleasure.
I'll always aid in the advancement of the killing sciences.
I suspected as much. My assistant, Sergeant Slerin, will recommend the correct dosage of Quell and give you a supply. See him at the research tent.
Alright, let's go talk. Ken Ball is just not pleased with me. He's not impressed.
If I know Lord Drow's tastes, which unfortunately I do, he sent you for the Quell toxin.
You're correct.
I'm helping him put down the slave revolt.
Do you truly understand what he's asked you to do? What if I told you this experiment is pointless? That past studies have shown increased suffering has no impact on the speed of surrender. This has nothing to do with accelerating the end of a rebellion. Lord Drow simply takes perverse thrill in gratuitous suffering.
Nothing wrong with that.
What exactly is the problem again?
It's a matter of efficiency. There's no good reason why our mission here must be prolonged. I want this assignment over with. The faster this rebellion ends, the faster I'll be reassigned to more important work. Serving Lord Drow's bloodlust has stunted my career. If not for his inefficiency, I'd be a captain by now.
You're weak.
If you let others block your progress, you deserve to fail.
Why do you think we're having this discussion? Lord Drow's dosage of Quell toxin will have slaves writhing in agony for pointless weeks, during which this area will remain volatile. I've prepared a dose that will kill the slaves efficiently, which is better for the Empire and for me. Will you deliver my dosage instead?
No, the slaves must suffer.
I want these renegade slaves to pay for disobeying the Empire.
You're not merely prolonging the slaves' agony, but my own as well. Committed to your work, aren't you? Very well. Take the Quell toxin and inject it into the slave camp's water filtration systems. See Lord Drow for your payment when you're done.
I'm a Sith, you moron! Some people, man, I tell you, they don't seem to get it, Captain. They just don't seem to get it. Son of a bitch. Really? Can I just do my thing and move on? Oh, look out.
My lord? Look at them out there. They're like animals. Hundreds of slaves with no one to command them and without a thought in their minds as to what to do with their freedom. Like I said, the slaves are animals. But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack. And my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other. We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
It has possibilities.
I can see how a slave civil war would prove useful.
Exactly what the higher-ups are saying. That the killers could potentially be manipulated. We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes and paint themselves in blood. If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
I have a history with slaves.
I'll see what I can do. But I remember what it was like, being one of them.
Ah, yes. Yes, my lord, of course. Look for any slave who's turned on his peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
Alright. I think the other one is epics or heroics, so we're not going to worry about it.
Japay sweep persweep ingala banay kapwas die.
Where is the statue? Jesus. Yeah, agreed. Sith who cannot finish a statue does not deserve a statue. Period. Well, see, we'll answer in a minute. hold on, I gotta heal, lady. Yes, my master?
Does this mean you found them? You found the archaeological plans?
It got a little dirty. No, do I make mistakes?
Have I ever failed you?
Fantastic. I never doubted you.
She loves me, you know it.
Let me see. Ah, yes. How clever. There's a chamber hidden under the Colossus itself. I bet my complete collection of Naga Sado's Yavin 4 writings that you'll find what we're looking for in this chamber.
How do I get in?
Tell me how to access this chamber.
There should be a hidden entrance near the Colossus. It looks like Scotia has an entire underground base. You're looking for a tablet. The tablet is the symbol of leadership of an obscure Trandoshan cult. The lizards believe it was a gift from their deity, the Scorekeeper. Scotia stole the tablet and uses it to exert control over his Trandoshan bodyguards. Give them their relic, and Scotia's power over his bodyguards will turn to vapor.
And then they'll kill him.
His own defenses will be his downfall.
You could try it. It might weaken him a little. Scotia's not stupid enough to retain guards who could actually overpower him. The main thing is to keep Scotia's bodyguards off you.
That's true.
The plans suggest Scotia's apprentices guard this base. I don't doubt they hold the keys to acquiring the Trandoshan tablet. Best kill them all to be sure.
Inubis just nas jans, now mipan asta na tods jans.
Sounds like a plan to me.
You're not the initiate. You are Sith. You honor us with your presence, mighty lord. Welcome to our prison.
You're creepy.
What sort of freak of a slave are you?
I am Traga Unvor, leader of the Unchained. I am master of my hatred.
I am Terra Dash.
When the other slaves broke free, I laughed. Like you, I knew their escape was a delusion, for only Sith possess true freedom.
Oh?
I hope you plan to elaborate.
I know the Sith code. Freedom comes through power, through victory. I saw a chance to prove myself. I culled weak from strong. I began to kill and to teach. I showed slaves freedom through bloodshed. Now my followers and I are the masters here. And soon, we will become Sith ourselves.
Are you force sensitive?
You may have potential, but are you strong in the Force?
My strength is in my fists, but the Force has guided me here. And it has guided you. Now you can spread word of us to the Empire. Your strength is great. With your approval, we shall serve. Carry our message of allegiance to your masters, and we will become the new face of the Empire. We will be champions of the dark side.
You're sick and wrong.
You're nothing but a murderer. What you're doing is disgusting.
My lord, how can you say this? All we've done, the blood we've spilled, it has all been for you. Tell us then, how else may we achieve true strength and respect of the Sith?
You can't.
It's too late for that. Crawl into a hole somewhere and give up.
But we believed. I believed. I will spread your message to the others. We will do as you say.
I know I'm going evil and I should have helped him, but no way, man. I'm gonna change the way the Sith is, damn it. 'Cause I'm Sith. Stupid. What's the word I'm looking for? If you quit, you know, and WoW, in like a party or whatever, just find somebody else to replace you. And this, unfortunately, what happens? Your character just gets controlled by a... Yep, they've got a... They've got an Asmodan